Welcome back, Divine Feminines. We're here to do your weekly update. And yes, by joining our VIP membership via YouTube, you do get to get these videos a week ahead of the main crowd. Otherwise, we do pre-schedule these. So please remember to subscribe. YouTube has updated its settings. And without further ado, let's get into the update. Now, your weekly energy is looking pretty hot to trot. Now, I'm getting two synchronistic messages. Some of you are a little bit perplexed at the moment with the situation, and you can be reacting to this circumstance after the eclipse like you're a little bit like a deer in the woods, feeling quite blind, going, okay, how do I directly look at this circumstance? How do I feel after the storm? How do I feel after all that is said and done? Now, some of you are feeling like it's urgent. You know, have you used your time wisely? I'm noticing the time in the background, but it does feel that you feel that something really needs to shift. Something for some of you may have shifted very, very completely, and you could potentially be quite perplexed at the fact that maybe, it hadn't happened quite suddenly. Some of you, though, are really, through this channel message that I'm getting this week, there's a lot of green coming through. Two messages that is being shown to me, which will jump into the channel energy as we go. One is, I don't know why I'm getting this message, but there is this notion that you are thinking, okay, what can I do to get this attention back for some of you? And it could be, bossing up, looking attractive, getting a sassy vibe back to you. I feel for some of you, it could be really entering towards the end of the week, but some of you could be actually taking that attitude moving forward. Now, I do feel it's like you're going to have this grand idea. That's what I'm really seeing through with the cards. I'm feeling, you've had time to reflect, and it's like you're having this grand idea, a big, bold vision. Now, can this be coming through in your personal life? 100%. There could have been some clarity that you're going to post-eclipse, really relating to your own life as well as the twin flame connection. And I don't know why, I just get this amusement coming through with you. Because there can be for some of you where you are skipping to the beat of your own drum and you're getting to a point you're thinking, it's that little analogy, you want me. It feels slightly amused for a pocket group of you. Some of you are having a revelation and it's like, okay, I've got to love myself. Well, what can I do? Trying to get out of your head, trying to come into the heart space. For some of you, you could be getting a text message at night time. It's interesting because I am automating these to the members at night time, and that can be quite a synchronistic message. I feel it's going to quite have you away with the fairies. Some of you could be really daydreaming, going back down memory lane. I do feel as we do progress, especially because Mars moving retrograde is making us feel quite, how could I put it? We could go down the rabbit hole of social media. It could be streaming through TikToks or on YouTube. Really trying to have a routine may be key this week. Some of you don't go. It's almost like I really do feel for some of you you're getting some communication. And it's like you're having to go back and reread over it. It could be for some of you you're thinking back on a situation and thinking, okay, what does this mean? It does feel like a dissection of this. You're perplexed. You're definitely perplexed. I don't necessarily feel that you're looking at this like you're going to get your knickers in a twist. Like it does feel to be that it is going to be something positive. But some of you are feeling no sooner is it positive, is it negative? So you're not getting your hopes up. I feel it's really these waves of highs and lows, especially for those that gain communication. It can be this exhilarating energy and then it's, the come down from it. I'm hearing the term you're wanting the actions to match their words. I do feel there's a need to connect with your guides. I'm noticing on the bottom, it's this feeling that you need to reconnect with your center. You need to reconnect with your guides. Some of you are trying to block the 5D out. You're like, look, I'm hearing the song, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. And I don't think it's lies. I do feel really, when we do look at the heart space, Beyond judgment, which is part of the twin flame path. I was trying to explain it to my daughter the other day. What is it, Mum? I don't understand. And it was like we went down the rabbit hole. Spiritually speaking, there's the 5D, right? Definitely in the early stages, you look at it with infinite potential. Then you get into the 3D, the monkey mind, the humanistic experience. Both polarities can exist, but it's trying to find that middle ground there. And I do feel some of you are, going down memory lane. I do feel you're trying to get back into your high vibe, thinking, hey, Sarah, Sarah. Some of you, I do feel, have gained communication. And maybe it was something really quite blissful and positive, but then there was a stagnation. And I feel that's what's caused you to feel a little bit uncertain. I do feel there's going to be some information that does come towards you. For some of you, this can be gossip. For some of you, it can be an action that the individual took. And I feel for that given reason, you kind of, you're like, look, number one, please come to me, correct? And I mean, these days, what do we feel is correct? I feel the sacral chakra energy is definitely there between the two. I do feel other people around you are going to start noticing quite synchronistically how powerful this chemistry is between the both of you. And I also feel the karmic coming through in your energy, as well as it came through this week for divine masculines. And I do feel all eyes are on the twin flames at the moment. Some of us are understanding, through this ascension process and healing, it is a very personal thing as well as a very joint situation. And even if you do wish to, move beyond it, you can. The healing's going to continue, but the spiritual connection is always there. I'm noticing the outcome card, investigate, and it's in reverse. And the first message I was getting is, please tell me there's no more purging. Please tell me, look, we're really moving into this next eclipse. It is the divine feminine's turn. So it's not to say through the previous eclipse we didn't purge. Definitely follow our updates, which is really going to guide you, especially with the live weekly sessions. They give you your ascension report. I feel it's almost like you're like, I don't know, less is more. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? We're going to go into clarifiers. But there is something that's going to shift in you. For some of you, I do feel there's an element of gossip. There's more questions than answers, and I feel some of these can be because of, positive things. I feel some good news is coming through for divine feminine. Yeah, I really feel you're taking this attitude on of, look, okay, maybe this person can't evolve, maybe they can't change, maybe this is where I stand. We've got the widower card. But I feel it's more an attitude, a viewpoint that you're taking. Yeah, because you're definitely feeling as though something that has kept this person stuck has really taken a lot longer. I feel you're cutting the cord of attachment and allowing this person to do the work. You're almost like, look, regardless of whatever's going on, divine masculine can call. So what's the issue? Some of you are wondering how this can work. I do feel some of you are going to have more than one offer as we do move into mid-month. Even though this is a weekly, that's the message I'm getting. Some of you, it can be that this person changes overnight and you don't quite know how to look at it. You're like, okay, I see the version of what the person can be. Is that possible? I do feel some of you are going to hear something, and it can be going back over old shadow work. This can be if something terrible happened to you within your twin flame path, some betrayal of some description. But I just get there's going to be some gossip. I do feel this is able to be manifested in. Some of you are underestimating the element of manifestation. Some of you are questioning whether this path is for you. This person is adamant. They're coming through. They're coming through very heavily. They're hot and heavy in your energy. But I do feel the karmic energy really having eyes on you at the moment. And I feel it's because you're shifting your energy quite quickly. And they're trying to work out what you're all about. It's almost like they're focused on you quite heavily, like you're a problem. Divine feminines are feeling as though they have learnt their karmic lessons. They're observing a pattern that they used to have inside of DM. It is frustrating. Okay, I see this person. For some of you, this person's actually going to communicate with you. But it's that trying to sit in that comfortableness without controlling the dynamic, without reaching out, all of that jargon. And I think that has been a little bit arduous. Some of you are feeling it's never going to happen, and therefore you're really revisiting it and feeling it's out of your control. Okay, what is this key energy, please? What does Divine Feminine feel some of this is out of their control? Apart from the obvious, obviously. Yeah, value system. I don't know why I get there could be a monetary situation going on. Some of you are actually feeling as though you want to change your vibe. You want to change your look. Some of you also, there could be some frequency to do with the karmic energy that is coming up in your mind, and you're feeling this person has been really dragging this out, even if you do have empathy and understanding because of a 3D circumstance that you're privy to information on. I'm also being shown that you need to be careful what you're thinking about, because where it does come to the light bulb above the head, the clarify we have, it's almost like you're feeling subconsciously. You can't quite understand why there's such a connection, especially if there's a third party, especially because you see this person's method to the madness, but you're kind of looking at it going, why do I have all these feelings, even though deep down I'm quite frustrated and feel these things can't shift? Some of you are in the third eye where it does need clearing at the moment. Because whatever those thoughts are, you have to be very controlled and mindful of those thought processes. Some of you are fearing and feeling okay. It's a little bit like we have these little goalposts. And it's like, if this was to happen, I would then walk away. If that was to happen, I'd then walk away. And I feel for some of you, there's a pocket group of you, you're thinking, if I heard that counterpart had a child, for some of you, it could be that you're psychologically saying that would mean it's over. I would need to let go. And I do feel you're clearing that heart chakra. I do feel there's a lot to do with worthiness coming up. I do feel some of you are feeling disempowered and unappreciated. But it is saying that, you know, something's going to shift quite quickly. And again, yours is coming through very similar to Divine Masculines, where midweek I do feel something is shifting very quickly. This could be towards the end of the week. But I do feel it is because we are heading towards the next eclipse, and I feel in your own life some very, very large situations are going to shift. And I feel this is a time where we could be very anxious. We could be eating a little bit more as we proceed into the week. You're going to feel a lot more tired, even though subconsciously your mind is going to be quite unsettled. Try to use perennial beats. That's something that I do feel is going to aid you, but I do feel this person is going to find you quite attractive. I do feel some of you, from the main energy coming through, one message that was coming through was, okay, oh, what was that song? There's a song energy that's coming through psychically. I think it's something to do with I'm going to show you crazy, but it's not from a toxic way. I feel you're turning your wounds into alchemy. And something that you feel was out of balance is more coming up in you in the shadow work. And I feel it can be to do with confidence, sexuality, courage, you know, sassiness, especially with the lower card here. You know, there's nothing wrong with being desired. You know, and some of us, we could be doing shadow work based on that because of the naughty things maybe that happened in the past, hurts that happened and betrayals. But I do feel this person loves you beyond the veil, and it is so much more than just that. But the energy between both of you is very heavy. Now, I do feel ultimately we do have for the outcome card messenger. For some of you, this can be an email. It might be getting some gossip through the grapevine. I do feel something is shifting and it's quite positive. Come through and join us for the live weekly updates. We're live every Friday. We do have super chats after the session. For those of you that can't pay through YouTube, you can pay via PayPal. I do connect the link to it. And we will see you on the other side. Take care, beautifuls.